Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barron.
It's 7:38. Welcome back to Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio 1450 WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Kind of cloudy, kind of rainy today. We'll get to the upper 60s to low 70s. Full forecast on the way. Traffic update 7:45, and also coming up between now and 8 o'clock, we'll give you the chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets to this Saturday's Rutgers football game at home against Eastern Michigan, a 3:30 kickoff, and your chance to win 4 tickets coming up very soon. To the Jersey Central Newsmaker Hotline we go, and let's welcome in New Jersey State Senator Joe Vitale, who was with us here this morning. Good morning, Senator. I have to hold off on releasing the press release that I had it set to go for about 11 o'clock tonight with the headline, WCTC shocks the world and wins softball game. So I'll have to table this for about 3 weeks or so because we're postponed because of the weather this evening.
That's great.
Maybe I'll have to.
As long as we don't play like Yankees played last night, we'll be fine.
Boy, and maybe I'll have to rewrite the entire press release at the end of the day. But thanks for making yourself available. And obviously, with the weather, decision was made. We're going to postpone our softball game, and this, of course, is our annual benefit for Habitat for Humanity. So mark your calendars. We're going to play the makeup game 3 weeks from tonight. It will be Saturday, September the 27th. Same location, Warren Park on Florida Grove Road. 7:30, we'll get the game underway. And again, it's a benefit for Habitat for Humanity, and it's always great to take on the office of the senator. And so many great people come out. We get elected officials. We get residents who come out and cheer for the teams. And it's been very successful in recent years, Senator, and I'm looking forward to the game in 3 weeks, which does a great job in raising money for Habitat.
It does. Thank you, Bert, for saying so, and, for participating for all these years. We have raised a lot of money. Habitat for Humanity builds homes for people who wouldn't otherwise be able to afford it. They participate in the building of the home or the rehabilitation of the home. So it's been a real thrill for us for the past now almost 20 years that I've been in office and doing this benefit to provide that kind of funding. And it's no small measure the support of your radio station and the people who come out to participate and to have some fun and throw a few bucks in the bucket. Our sponsors are great and they've been very generous to help us raise money. Next, kind of a few Wednesdays from now, so Wednesday the 27th, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I urge everyone to come out. We have some snacks, we have some refreshments, and we have usually a few big guys come out to play for us and with us. Hit several balls over the fence I can only dream of doing. But it's a real great time. It's a lot of fun.
I think my neck is still sore from watching all the batters on your team, Senator, hit the ball over the fence there at Warren Park. But we'll see how it goes this year. Again, the game in 3 weeks from now. WCTC, we always bring out as many prizes as we can just to kind of make some prizes available and generate some more money for Habitat. And also, Senator, you as a guy who knows a thing or two about construction, I always like to volunteer. I'll dedicate some of my time, and I'll go to the job site, and they'll have me cut boards, or I'll do some nailing of some things. And I actually worked on, if you could believe this, a joist of all things. Would you go in a structure knowing that I worked on the joist of a home? Probably not, right?
Only if it was inspected by the building inspector, then I would feel comfortable going in. But there's so much you can do. It's the nailing boards, or it's cleaning up, or it's carrying sheetrock, or it's helping a plumber, doing some landscaping, planting some shrubs, inside and outside the house. So whenever anyone hears that there's a Habitat project in their area, or they can go online to habitat.com and see the local county. Here it's Middlesex and the Greater Plainfield Habitat. There's always a project ongoing all throughout the year. So there's always something for people to do if they're inclined to spend a few minutes a day or two or just a few hours.
Yeah, it's a great thing, too. It's such a rewarding feeling that a lot of times I'll see businesses and companies will get a bunch of their employees will all volunteer, and everybody will go out and spend a couple of hours working. And there's no feeling, Senator, and I know you've seen this a bunch of times as well, when that family is presented the keys to their home, and there's a big ceremony where the home is presented to the people, and just to watch the people enter their own home for the very first time, it's kind of an indescribable feeling, and I would urge everybody to experience that at one time in your life. But get involved, like the senator said, and really help out a great group like Habitat. It's really just amazing work that they do. And again, our softball fundraising game is coming up on September 27th. It'll be 3 weeks from tonight. At 7:30 at Warren Grove Park there, at Warren Park at Florida Grove Road. So we will see you there. Senator, while I have you, just your thoughts on yesterday's announcement by the Attorney General about DACA and the future here, and the future of about 800,000 people in the United States now no longer under this protection. A surprise to you, the announcement yesterday, and what are your thoughts on that?
I'm not surprised. But, I'm just been so disappointed in some of the things that the president's administration has done. And, we can talk about people said to me, well, Obama this and Clinton that and whatever. Like, that's in the past. Let's talk about what's happening today. And this means also 48,000 New Jerseyans. Now, these are either kids still or adults who came to this country as children. And they only know this country. They speak our language perfectly. They have gone to our schools. They only know America. They love this country. And we gave them the deal, the protection. You came here as a kid, and, they've had to register with the government, give them the personal information in exchange for knowing that the government will come and get them and throw them out. I mean, it could be our neighbor. It could be someone down the street who came to this country as a child and only knows this country and has this protection. They're participating in our country. They're paying taxes. They're good citizens. The president decided that these are 800,000 Americans, or I believe that they're Americans because they believe they're Americans. It's only they only know this country, and they're going to be thrown out, and their status is now in jeopardy. And once they're declared to be illegal, because right now they are legal residents in this country, they lose every protection, any benefit, anything that they're getting. If they have a scholarship, a Pell Grant for the federal government, they'll lose that, which means they'll get kicked out of college. And so the whole thing is just crazy. It's inhumane. It's more from my perspective, at least. And we can argue about illegal aliens and their status and whatever. This is not that issue. And the government should finally get their heads around trying to figure out the whole immigration issue. But these are teenagers, kids. Now that some of them are adults who came to this country as children, dragged here by their parents, brought here by their parents. Now, their parents are a different issue. The children are the children, and
right.
They should be permitted to stay and have a pathway to becoming a citizen, which they have today.
Yeah.
But the president has decided that they're persona non grata, that they're illegal, that they're a drain on our society, that they should be thrown out of our country. 800,000 Americans and 48,000 here in New Jersey.
I think just logistically, Senator, logistically to pull this off, it was, okay, well, let's round them up and get them out of here. If this even happens at all, I mean, this is going to stretch on for years and years and years. And, I mean, and as you had said, some of these people we're talking about are teenagers. These could be 16, 17-year-old kids who their only life they've known is in this country. They speak magnificent English. They're part of our culture. They have friends and family and relatives, and their entire lives are right here, where now all of a sudden it's like you don't belong here anymore. It's a very difficult thing to kind of wrap your head around.
Well, you rip these kids away from their families. You rip them away from their schoolmates. You rip them away from work. It just doesn't make any sense. It's just that we're a country of immigrants. My grandparents came over here on the bottom of a boat with 4 cents in their pocket. And they brought one child with them who was in diapers. Now, of course, they went to Ellis Island, and there's a process. But my Uncle Frank, who was in diapers at the time, and let's say they came here illegally from Italy, and now my Uncle Frank would get thrown out because he came here in diapers, and now he's 50, 60 years old. It's crazy.
Yeah, you're right. Doesn't make any
crazy.
sense.
And it's sad. I mean, there's so many things that we should be focusing on as a country.
You're right.
That are important issues. And we're distracted by these kinds of issues that just don't make sense when we should be focusing on those things that are important.
Yeah, what I think about North Korea, helping the people in Texas, and who knows what's going to happen in Florida by the time we get through this weekend with this next storm, and maybe that's where we need to focus our attention.
Yeah, Category 5, it's over Barbuda now, and
man,
it's hitting warmer waters, and it's picking up even more strength and more speed. It's going to be catastrophic.
Yeah.
When and if it hits landfall,
hits
land, it's going to be just devastating. It's terrible.
Yeah, we're all keeping an eye on that, of course.
But climate change doesn't exist.
No, of course not.
Warmer waters, higher sea levels and all of those sort of perfect storms are now happening more frequently. And we just can't deny it anymore. I don't know, and we can do something about it over time. It's a long-term process about trying to change things. But denying it and saying it doesn't exist is going to really spell our doom, 50, 100 years from now when we're long gone and our kids and our grandkids have to deal with all these issues.
Yeah, it's about leaving it for the next generation. You're absolutely right. All right, and again, as we mentioned to you, our softball game 3 weeks from tonight. It'll be September 27th. First pitch, 7:30, Warren Park at Florida Grove Road. It'll be the WCTC All-Stars up against the office of State Senator Joe Vitale, our benefit for Habitat for Humanity, and we will see you there. Senator, thanks for your time this morning. Always great to chat about the issues, and if we don't see you sooner, we'll see you in a couple weeks for softball, okay?
You got it. You're the best, Bert. Thanks very much, man.
All right, my pleasure. Thank you very much. All right, State Senator Joe Vitale, a lot of topics that we covered